Just waking up from a nice dream. Bitcoin pumping on a live stream. Smile shine brighter than a high beam. Ever seen live trading on a widescreen? Bitcoin showing you the steps to own it. We got the alpha, I bet you want it. I'm having fun, send a lecture on it. Randy, put a little extra on it.
It's mutable and decentralized. No censorship or hard cap supply. It's open source and we classify the blockchain secure, and that's exactly why. It's hard money with a new plan. It bounced a lot like this new jam. If Bitcoin dipped, then we ain't gon' trip. I'ma be bullish on you, fam.
I'm a Bitcoin bestie. You gotta love it. 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 I'm a Bitcoin bestie. You gotta love it.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the Daily Zest. I'm your host, Randi Hipper, here today on a lovely Monday post-weekend of Bitcoin and crypto drama. Bitcoin has pulled back, yet Michael Saylor is pulling forward, buying more Bitcoin after his iconic 32 Bitcoin sale. He definitely made up for it. We also have Tom Lee from Bitmine buying more Ethereum. He's doubling down as well. We also have some news on the Clarity Act and a bunch of things that you guys really are going to want to hear. So if you guys are ready for the Zest, the news, the education, make sure you smash the like, subscribe to the channel, share this out with friends so more people know what's going on here. We have a goal of 150 likes, 150 live viewers, and a subscriber goal of 26,000 subscribers. We keep hitting 25,900. YouTube keeps pulling us back for some reason, but we are 106 subscribers away on YouTube from 26,000. So please go ahead and support the channel. We got Kev. Oh my gosh, what's up, Kevin? On TikTok. We love Kevin on TikTok. Guys, say good morning to me as I say good morning to you. And shout out to our two amazing sponsors of the show, Cake Wallet and Uphold. Make sure you guys check it out in the live chat and the description. Sign up for Uphold, uphold.com/Randy. All right, guys, let's get into it. Yay! I'm so excited. I want to talk to you guys. Also, we have an after show today for everyone. Whether you're a member of the YouTube channel or not, you are invited. Go to the Discord. And if you want to support this channel and keep us going and our light bright, make sure you become a member of the channel. It's literally $3.99 a month to support us and get some exclusive stickers for the chat and your members only after shows, which happen on Wednesdays for the summer. All right, guys, let's get after it. Well, we got Jesse, good morning, Doge Bowl, Mama Shadows here, Mike Volmer, Silver Days, Flat Earth, Crypto Surfer, good morning. Fitz, as always, thank you to Black Hat. We got Paco, good morning. Who else is here? Kevin's raining on us on TikTok. We got Ian, good morning. Yukio, Mike Mizzona together on X as per usual. I Know Nothing, nice to see you. Ace K, good morning. Rob C, Santo Bears, good morning. Eddie Kane, Frank King, nice to see you. Mama Shadow, I saw Terry B, good morning. All right, guys. Gareth, shout out to Gareth. He's listening to our subscribey goal. Guys, again, we are almost at 26,105 away. Hattori, everyone, good morning. Thank you guys so much. Pasta expresses thoughts on XRP. Please remind me towards the end of the show, we could look at the XRP chart. We could look at the XRP chat. Okay. Who else? We got Orlando. Hello, Orlando. We have so many Orlandos. I love the Orlandos. Good morning, everyone. Again, please smash the like, subscribe, and share. We're going to go over Bitcoin price action right now. Oh, Andy S., a member of the YouTube channel for 33 months, guys. That is almost 3 years. And he said, best show on the planet. So sweet. Thank you. All right. Let's get into it. Again, let's smash the like and give some love to the stream. We got Beats as our biggest gainer today of 64, about 65%. Dex E is roaring. It seems like everything is on a rally today, especially Zcash, which we're going to get into because Zcash crashed over 45% last week and rebounded about 45% as well. So we're gonna chat about it, break it down. But first, of course, our OG, our bestie, Bitcoin, $63,800 at the moment. We are up up 0.7%. And again, we've been looking at that 60K mark since it happened back in February. People said, Randy, you're absolutely delulu. You are crazy. This is nonsense. And look at where we're at. We did go down to 60K. We even hit that 59.2. So again, if we are looking even more bearish, we're looking at 52, 54K. That is what I'm looking at. However, could the bottom be in? Sure, we don't know. We don't got a crystal ball out here, but we do want to hold support at 60K, which again, we are. We kind of tapped that. We were above it for the whole weekend. And then we are looking at 67K. Again, this is our highest daily candle close from November 2021. And then we have our 6970K, which is the infamous all-time high of the 2021 cycle. So we are pumping, we are ready. I am ready to take off this week, especially because we had so much bearish momentum last week. We do have a green dot printed as of Saturday that has been confirmed, playing out quite nicely. Money flow is roaring to the downside, unfortunately. We are a little bit red today. Again, this is the lowest money flow we've seen since March, which again isn't a bad thing. We also have the VWAP, which is extremely confidently over that zero line, and we are now bullish there. The RSI is one to watch because we were deep in the trenches of being oversold. Seems like we are looking to come out of that right now, go back into that bearish territory. Oversold again is a good thing because the likelihood of number go up goes up. So you want to make sure you are keeping calm, hodling on. When everyone is in max fear, that's when I'm in max greed. When everyone's in max fear, we are in max greed. Nightbot isn't working. Okay, hold on. And no, I did not touch backup or anything having to do with him. I did not touch anything there. I am signed up into Nightbot. It says everything's live. So yeah, Nightbot should be fine. But yeah, it's all good. I am signed into Nightbot. I did not touch anybody in the chat. So everyone should be fine to go and chat. What people do need to do in the YouTube live chat, instead of top chat, put live chat so all messages are visible, because sometimes people get censored indirectly on YouTube. So again, please smash the like, subscribe, and share. We're going to continue moving on here. Fish, good morning. Nice to see you. We're going to look at the weekly chart as well for Bitcoin. I really want to do that today because the weekly chart is quite interesting. Again, we had 1, 2, 3, 4 straight weeks of red. Could this be the turnaround? How are you guys feeling, guys? Do you think this is going to be a bullish week for Bitcoin? Put a 1 or a yes emoji, 2 or no emoji, or you could put rocket emojis if you're super bullish on Bitcoin this week. I want to know what you guys are thinking here. But again, looking at the weekly chart, again, it points to the same levels, which is 60K, even more bearish at that 52. You could see on the weekly chart how we battled it for about 2-3 weeks and then took off above that 64K. So keep looking. When in doubt, zoom out. Bitcoin is fantastic. And the most important thing in my eyes is at least holding above that 6970K. Like, that is the utmost important level to be watching. Besides that 200-day SMA, on the bullish end of things, that is around 78K at the moment. But again, looking down, we are looking at 52K on the weekly. It just makes so much sense. We are also taking a look at market Cipher, where on the weekly there was a red dot printed pulling us down. VWAP is like, and it's a little bit bearish right now. Money flow seems like it's tipping down into the red, which isn't great on the weekly. And then looking at this RSI, we are extremely bearish on this RSI for Bitcoin. The last time we were really bullish was back here in May, but that was like, I wouldn't even count that for real. And the last time we were truly bullish on the RSI was October of 2025. So I'm hoping, again, going back to October of 2025, where we were kind of like dripping down from those all-time highs, going below that 100K mark. That is what I'm looking at right now. So we are looking at these bearish signals all the way down from last year. And so that's why I'm saying, like, at these signals being as bearish as they were last year during the turn down, that gives me hope. I'm not going to lie. Someone said 52K cry emoji. I mean, listen, again, when in doubt, zoom out. Number cannot go up forever. Like, we need these pullbacks because Bitcoin pullbacks are extremely healthy. I don't know about you guys, but I love a pullback. It's just an opportunity to get cheaper Bitcoin. And people that are DCAing, then your DCA buy is going to be quite beautiful. Don't listen to this female. Bitcoin's going to 50K. Is that like not what I said though? I did say, friends, it's just like, this is what happens during the bear market. Everybody keeps saying, oh, because she's a woman. Oh, don't listen because she's a woman. Are we like in the 20s? Oh, we can't listen to women. This is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. It's like no one hears what I'm saying. No one hears what I'm saying. Especially when I tell you guys to keep calm, huddle on, when in doubt, zoom out, Bitcoin is amazing. And the fact that you have to have a bullish and a bearish case scenario. And in this case, a lot of people did get liquidated over the weekend. Let's talk about it. Breaking news starts now. Guys, female or male, people got liquidated this weekend. That is news that a woman can tell. And you know what? There were over $500 million in losses for those shorts, especially because Bitcoin rebounded when everyone saw the 59. They saw the 50K, the 59K. They thought we were going to keep going down. But again, this is why I always advise if you're a trader, have your trading bag, but also have your DCA/HODL bag on the side. So this is the latest here. Bitcoin's recovery from last week has crushed the traders who bet against it. Short sellers who profit again when the prices go down lost $504 million over the last 24 hours to Monday morning, the most in a single day since late April. Bets on rising prices lost just about $151 million in comparison. Total liquidations across crypto reached about $655 million and hit more than 104,000 traders. Again, that's not a lot of people, in my honest opinion. But Bitcoin positions accounted for $315 million, ETH for about $201 million. The single biggest forced closure was a $12.3 million Bitcoin futures position on OKX. That is so wild. Like, it's just like crazy that the people that are in this, like people that are trading, again, there's only 104,000 people that did this much damage. Like, just imagine when Bitcoin adoption is at 25% and the headlines are going to be like, oh my God, billions of dollars liquidated every day. It's just because people are throwing money wherever they want to because it's a gamble. Honestly, when you are longing, when you are shorting in the way that a lot of these people do, they treat it as gambling instead of thinking about, again, bullish, bearish case scenario. How is that going to work out? So again, please be careful. If people are talking about Michael Saylor in the chat, I do want to see what you guys think about Michael Saylor. Do you like Michael Saylor? Put a 1 or yes emoji, 2 or no emoji. I would just like to see what you guys are thinking here. Also, we need some likes. We need some likes, besties. If we could, we're at 35 likes. We need at least 50 within the next 10 minutes, pretty please. Oh, okay. An advertisement started playing in the corner of my ear. Okay, so please smash like. Let's continue going here. Let's talk about Michael Saylor for a minute because everybody was crying over Michael Saylor. And I don't know if you guys saw, I did put out a video last week about Bitcoin's funeral, and I just thought it was so funny. And within the funeral service about Bitcoin, I did mention the fact that Michael Saylor did sell 32 of his 800,000 Bitcoin, which is like a little drop in the bucket for him. And everyone freaked out. So, oh my gosh, I can't believe Michael Saylor's selling. He said, I have to sell my kidney to buy more Bitcoin, but he's selling it. Dude, he sold the Bitcoin and literally bought more cheaper. And this sparked a major debate on X. So I really want to know, do you guys like Michael Saylor? 1 or yes emoji, 2 or no emoji in this chat. Take a look. Strategy has acquired today. This post just went up about 2 hours ago now. Strategy acquired 1,550 Bitcoin for $101 million to increase our Bitcoin reserves to now 845,256 Bitcoin. He has also increased their USD reserve by $100 million to $1 billion. So they have $1 billion in cash, and they have 845,256 Bitcoin. That is insane. That is absolutely insane. And I said it from the beginning. I'll say it now. Strategy will end up owning 1 million Bitcoin. They will. And therefore, Strategy will be wealthier as a company than probably most of the world and their countries. So Michael Saylor is going to be richer than most countries, or Strategy, technically, not Saylor. I do wonder, though, how much Bitcoin Michael Saylor actually owns in his personal bags, because again, this is the Strategy bag. Really wondering what he's doing in his personal trading. Maybe one day we will find out. Maybe one day we'll find out. Also, guys, not only is Saylor buying Bitcoin, but Tom Lee from BitMine is buying more ETH. Again, the BitMine goal as an ETH treasury company was to own 5% of the ETH supply. Let me see Ethereum emojis in this chat. So Tom Lee's BitMine actually bought more Ethereum over the weekend. Total of 126,971 ETH, worth 213 million. I'm not sure where that puts them at now, but last week when we were looking, they were at 4.5% of the ETH supply. Again, their goal was 5. So I would argue that probably, I don't know if there's any articles that were put out on this yet since this news just came out, but I would figure that they are an inch closer to their 5% goal for the ETH supply. Again, if we're going to look at ETH price right now, Ethereum is $1,678. Look how perfect. Guys, I cannot even comprehend how perfect this was. How perfect. Guys, 1550 is what we were looking at as our bear scenario. We actually went slightly below it at around $1,500 ETH. So this is important. Right now, we are down 0.73%, but we want to hold support at 1550. If we do not hold support here, we are looking at these wick lows that take us to about $1,380, $1,380. Also, bullish scenario here. We are looking at 1850. 1850, just telling you. Also, the green dot was printing on the market ciphers. We're going to hopefully move that up with the momentum, keep confirming that momentum. Money flow is low. Lowest money flow since we've seen all the way back here since August of 2024. We could check in on August 2024. That's where, again, we had these lows at about 2170, and then we were able to climb all the way up here to about $4,000 ETH. So again, chart after chart, we are seeing multi-year lows in certain indicators. And so I would say that we are near the level of sellers exhaustion. Over here, RSI was deep in the trenches of oversold. What does that mean? The likelihood of number goes up. And so hopefully we could break through this oversold, catch a break here, sellers are exhausted, and we move on with our lives. But it seems like a lot of people are having a hard time moving on from the Zcash exploit. People were blaming the ledger, they were blaming the block explorers, but downtime is downtime, outages are outages, and it's never good press, and especially people started dumping Zcash like no other, including Arthur Hayes. So Zcash crashed last week. We're going to take a gander at that chart. But now it actually bounced back up 45% because devs proposed a new upgrade. The devs said, we're going to fix it. Are you buying Zcash? Put a 1 or yes emoji, 2 or no emoji. Yes, there is a lot of tribalism in the chat, guys. We are not here for tribalism. We talk about everything because we just love everyone and every piece of technology. Okay? We just love people and technology. Hello, Kevin. Okay, let's talk about the new Ironwood upgrade from Zcash. This is the latest. And we're going to take a look right here. Zcash devs are proposing a new shielded protocol, a shielded pool, called Ironwood. After a recently patched bug raised concerns about whether counterfeit Zcash could have entered circulation unnoticed. Again, this glitch was a glitch in which you could print a lot of Zcash. And so that was a little bit of an iffy thing because I don't understand why people aren't really upset about this. But people are diehard fans, diehard. The Zcash Open Dev Lab, Zotl, said Saturday that it's working with Tachyon, Valar Group, and Zcash Foundation and Shielded Labs on the proposed network upgrade, which would add formal verification and independent audits to the Orchard protocol, a privacy system that lets users move Zcash without revealing transaction details. Again, this is why Litecoin MWeb, guys, like everyone just tries to skirt around and use every other thing but Litecoin. Litecoin is the right coin, technologically. The proposal, though, for the Zcash fans would close the current Orchard pool to new deposits and internal transactions requiring funds to pass through a turnstile, which serves as an accounting checkpoint before entering Ironwood. The Zcash Foundation said that auditors discovered a vulnerability in their protocol. Devs said there was no evidence that user funds were affected or Zcash's total supply changed. But again, we don't know that for fact, which scares me. But in a separate post, Shielded Lab said Ironwood, this new upgrade, would produce evidence about whether the Orchard bug was ever exploited, though the proposal does not depend on proving the issue retroactively. Again, this just seems like people kind of covering up for their own mistakes. And I don't know, guys. We're going to look at the Zcash. We're going to look at the Zcash charts here. Zcash. Where is my chartery? Okay. So this was just, this was a screamer. This was a screamer. $436 Zcash as of this very moment. We are down 1%. We are looking at this 200-day SMA. What a battle going on here, guys. You want to bullishly pass this 200-day SMA. I'll keep closing above it for about a week. That's usually my rule to feel a little bit better about myself. But bullishly, we are looking at 537 Zcash. As you can see, last week, we were sitting here before the major plunge around the opening of this candle was around $627. Again, you're looking at that one day, literally open to close, down 27%. The following days, the 2 days after that, down 42% in the matter of 3 days. Even if you go all the way to this wick low, is around 60% to the downside. That is absolutely nuts. But we are rebounding right now, so people are very happy about that. Again, the rebound from here to here was about 22%. And so keep calm, huddle on. If you're a big Zcash fan, I'm sure things will maybe even out in the future. But again, outages are outages, upgrades are upgrades. Like, I just don't like that. This just can't stand on its own. So we're going to look at the bearish scenario. So bullish is 537. Bearish is going below this $340-ish and going down here to 220, which again was a major support hold that we needed. And we were even talking about this way back when. And way back when meaning January, which is like a million years in crypto. But we do have a green dot printed on market Cipher, which could be a good thing here. We do have a VWAP that is moving up. Money flow is okay. It's okay. It's a little stagnant, slightly green. Also, we are bearish on this RSI. People are hoping for a major rebound. Hodl said Litecoin is freedom money. Absolutely. Absolutely. People are not locked in. People are not locked in right now, because if they were, they wouldn't even care about Zcash. They wouldn't care about all these things, because why are we worrying about Zcash when we have Litecoin MWeb? Litecoin is literally a long-standing technology, the longest running blockchain with no downtime. It is unstoppable. And people are really trying to just play games. And if you guys are Litecoin fans and you are in Europe or you're interested in going to Europe, Litecoin Summit, guys, Amsterdam in about a week and a half. I am so darn excited. We are popping off. We are going to Amsterdam, guys, June 22nd to the 23rd. Again, remember, these are only like $84 for a ticket. 2 days, you get workshops, you get your coffee. They're going to give you a lot of coffee. Listen, the foundation knows that if I don't have my coffee, I do not function. And so they said, Randy, don't worry, we have coffee. I'm like, thank you. Thank you so much, Litecoin. So as you guys know, I am also the podcast host of the Litecoin Foundation YouTube channel. And if you have not subscribed to them and watched the interviews that I've had there, it is such a great place to go catch up on everything new with Litecoin. And we have a ton of videos up if you guys haven't seen yet. So go and subscribe to Litecoin Foundation's YouTube channel. Black Hat said, if you need to sell when price drops, you shouldn't have bought in the first place. Honestly, like, this is fire. That's a fire thing. Because I would agree. I would agree. Like, this is why, again, you have to have your trading account where you could play around, and then you have your DCA and HODL bag. Okay. We'll get into XRP in just a moment, guys. Keep calm, HODL on for a second. Please remind me though. Please remind me. We do have Stand with Crypto. So we have a lot of things going on in relation to the Clarity Act. If you guys have not yet, please smash the like, subscribe. We are going and talking about the Clarity Act. So Stand with Crypto is like a nonprofit org. It's an advocacy group that originally came from Coinbase. They're not technically associated. They're sort of, but not associated with Coinbase anymore. But them plus 200 companies are pushing for the Clarity Act. Take a look, Stand with Crypto, and more than 200 companies and orgs have signed a letter urging Senate leaders to bring the Clarity Act to the Senate floor. So basically, they're saying this is a defining moment for American leadership, and they said the digital asset market is growing, and this bill is about to ensure both innovation and protection. The Clarity Act would establish a comprehensive federal framework for digital asset markets, clarify regulatory responsibilities, create workable registration pathways, maintain protections for software devs, and bring more digital asset activity into responsible U.S. markets. Now, again, I'm a little iffy on the Clarity Act to begin with. I think there could be a lot more for people in the sense of clarity and just like actually promoting a crypto forward economy, but it just seems like they keep holding us back, especially with this like another bill like the de minimis tax. Like, I just want to like throw up when I look at that, because small transactions, you could transact with crypto. Like, no, like, why are we doing this when if we want to be the crypto capital of the world, we're really not acting like it? You should let people transact in whatever they want. Also, I'm seeing some comments on my nails. How do you guys like them? We got pinkies. We got pink nails. If you guys like pink nails, put a 1 or yes emoji, 2 or no emoji. Let me know if you like the pink. This was a little switch up, and then I'll switch it up again before I leave for Amsterdam. But we do have tokenization from Securitize. We do have another New York Stock Exchange listing. So I want to go and throw this out there for people that enjoy these mergers and things of that nature. So we're going to keep going after it. Brian said, every month we hear next month. I agree. Like, listen, I believe the Clarity Act is not clear. It is smoke and mirrors. That is my personal opinion. I'm not like the biggest Clarity Act fan. I think it does help a little bit with software devs and defending them, but at the same time, like, it should be better. And I feel like they're making it, instead of the Clarity Act for the crypto industry, the Banker Act for the crypto industry. And it's not fair. It's not just. And if we want capital markets, if we want a free market, then why do we have the banks even having a say in what we're doing? They shouldn't. They absolutely shouldn't. But Securitize, I do see some members of their team have followed us. So I wanted to say hello to the Securitize friends that are watching us right now. But RWA tokenization platform Securitize is one step closer to going public via a SPAC merger after one of its filings were approved by the SEC. And so Carlos Domingo, a co-founder and CEO of Securitize, said the move marks another important milestone for Securitize and the broader institutional adoption of tokenization. So they're going to list on the New York Stock Exchange as Securitize Corp, or SECZ is the ticker, giving investors access to one of the largest real-world asset tokenization companies in the world. They currently have $4 billion in assets under management. They are in partnership with Apollo, BlackRock, BNY, VanEck, and others. And VanEck is one of the, I would say, one of the better ETF issuers that we have. But it seems like they're popping off. And one thing that I want to note here, which I thought was very interesting in this article, is the fact that RWA on-chain value has gone up 220% in the past year. People are saying, oh, crypto's dead. People don't understand that we are actively absorbing the world's wealth. Actively. Total RWA on-chain value hit $32 billion, a record high in May, excluding stable coins. Excluding stable coins. You aren't ready. The world is not ready. Bitcoin's dead. Bitcoin's dead. Cry me a river. Cry me a river. Because it's just like the hate comments I get are like a bottom indicator. Oh, because you're a woman. Oh, because you're only 20 years old. I'm 23, thank you. Oh, because you're only 20 years old. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't know finance. Guys, I grew up with Bitcoin. I've known about Bitcoin for 10 years since I was 13. I grew up here. Don't tell me what I know and what I don't know. I know Bitcoin is the best performing asset of all time. It is never going to stop. Good. If we pull back, freaking good. Cheaper Bitcoin for me. Well, everyone wants to sell me their cheap Bitcoin. Go ahead. And if you're selling your Bitcoin, just know you're giving it to the institutions. You're giving it to big boys. So give them more liquidity to play with because you're the one that loses in the end, in my opinion. In my humble darn opinion as someone who's been here for 10 years. So I don't want to hear nothing. I do not want to hear nothing. Everyone might be new to this space. Oh my gosh, I don't know. What should I sell? When everyone keeps saying, oh, should I sell at a loss? That's how you know the bottom is near, in my opinion. And listen, the bottom could come in another month. It could come in another 2 months. But am I worried? No, because I'm here for the long haul. I'm here because I've been there, done that. And I'm ready for the future. I'm not buying Bitcoin for me right now. I'm buying Bitcoin for my future kids. Do I have a husband? Do I have kids? No. But am I getting ready for that? Yes. Yes, I am. Because I believe Bitcoin is generational wealth. Even owning 0.01 Bitcoin one day is going to be a major deal. Again, there's only 21 million to exist. Satoshi already accounts for at least 1 million. Strategy almost has 1 million. How many were lost? Maybe 5? I would say there's not a lot of Bitcoin on the market in general. It's going to take like another 100 years to mine the remaining Bitcoin. So guys, there's not a lot to go around. There's only around 2 million Bitcoin tied to centralized exchanges. There's not a lot to go around. And people are complaining. And then you're selling your Bitcoin because 1 Bitcoin is always equal to 1 Bitcoin. But you're selling your Bitcoin into fiat dollars or fiat currency that just completely diminishes in value over time. And then on top of the risk of devaluation, you also have the fact that the banks could just shut down at any moment. I don't trust the banks. Fundamentals over pumpamentals. I'm here because 1 Bitcoin equals 1 Bitcoin. I'm able to be my own bank, go use exchanges like Uphold, that I could get an XRP debit card, I could get the EXA credit card, and I could spend my crypto or use my crypto and borrow against it to have more purchasing power. Or again, I just DCA and I hold in my Cake wallet, okay? Or you hold in your Trezor. Like this is something that people need to understand because it's just literally, it is the biggest movement in history. This is a peaceful revolution. People that try to distract you with price, they're just distracting you. Yes, do we go over price on the show? Because that's what the market is. Why I go over charts? This is psychology. This is pure psychology. Yes, the red means people angry. Green means people happy. This is a sentiment marker. Nothing more, nothing less than a sentiment marker. Price does not determine the actual value of Bitcoin. If you wanted my honest, God honest truth, everything we're looking at is severely undervalued. Severely undervalued. And again, that is strictly my opinion. Strictly my opinion. I don't give people financial advice. I don't tell you what to buy. I don't tell you what to sell. I never will. I absolutely never will. But I hope you guys are smashing the like. And we're pumping. DCA in price says 70% that we already bottomed. If not, most likely the bottom is 53K. It'll never get to 40. I don't know if it'll ever get to 40. That's just like my opinion. But I've been screaming from the rooftop ever since 126K. I said to you guys, 60K is in play. I said that possibly we could see 52 to 54. And if we go down to 52, 54, God bless. God bless. Because that is cheap, cheap, cheap Bitcoin. But again, what are you going to hear? Oh my gosh, look at the billions of dollars in liquidations. I can't believe my mom and my second cousin got liquidated. Guys, stop. Stop the madness. Don't cry. It's going to be okay. I would like to remind you guys that if you wanted to invite your second cousin or like your ex-fiance or something to watch the show, we do have a subscriber goal of 26,000 subscribers. We are 105 away. So if you are on TikTok and you have not yet hit my bio and hit that little YouTube link and hitting the subby, the little boop, 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 boop on the sub button, I would appreciate a little bit of subscription. I would appreciate if you guys went to YouTube and hit the sub and hit the like button, and if you became a member of the YouTube channel, because again, if you became a member of the YouTube channel, you get cool emojis to throw in the chat. We love our cool emojis. Everyone in the chat, display your favorite member emoji. Also, we are bullish. We are going into a Discord after show, so member or not, everyone is welcome to come into the Discord and tune into the show. We're going to do a little Q&A in there. And then on Wednesday, we are going to have our members only shows. I did see a question in the chat. I forgot to answer it. I did remember now. When am I leaving for Amsterdam? I am leaving technically not this Friday, the 12th, the following Friday on the 19th. So there will be most likely no show this Friday or next Friday because I have to start packing and freaking lock in here because I did not start packing yet. Meanwhile, I shouldn't. Like, it's just too early. But by Friday, I'm going to have to lock in and start packing. So that's the plan. But next Friday, the 19th, your girl is peacing out. I am gone, and we are going to Amsterdam. Now, I will vlog my travels, and Litecoin Summit is 2 Mondays from now on the 22nd and the 23rd. And then I'm just gonna kind of explore Europe and take you guys with me. So maybe we could start a Europe fund in the chat and see what you guys want me to eat, like things you want me to eat, and we could do a fund based on those. But if you have not yet, I really do encourage you guys to become a member of the channel, like, subscribe, and share. Boop, the like button. And I want to show you guys this really quick. Hold on. So, oh my gosh, I forgot to post my chicky wings from last night. Guys, I made chicky wings. I'm going to have to post them today. But I wanted to welcome you guys to Bitcoin's funeral, guys, because Bitcoin's funeral was intense. Apparently, Bitcoin died again. And so if you guys have not yet, please take a gander at Bitcoin's funeral. Today, we are gathered here to mourn the tragic loss of Bitcoin, who has sadly passed away for the millionth time. I remember the crash from 2018 and it survived. Remember when it went to $69,000 and then to $126,000? Those were the days. And remember when it made millionaires out of pizza money? I just knew it was over when Michael Saylor sold 32 of its 800,000 Bitcoin. Bitcoin changed finance forever, laughed at governments, and proved that code could be harder money than gold. But alas, it's dead now. Again. Oof, that was a rough sleep. That was a rough dip. What? What, man? I'm not dead. I just took a dip. I'll rally next week. I'll see you later. All right, guys, you have it. See you next time. So sorry, guys. We have mourned the loss of Bitcoin. Bitcoin is dead. Bitcoin has been dead. It's always dead. But it just keeps on living. I guess we just have the recurring ghost of Bitcoin. But Bitcoin has more tombstones than my hometown. Oh my gosh, Kevin, he tiered up our community. Let's go. Yo, Kevin is like popping off on TikTok. We love Kev on TikTok.
Thank you. You're welcome.
You're
welcome. Thank you. You're
Funding
welcome.
all ready for you to get some stake at Loetje.
Where is this? Is this a place in Amsterdam? Jesse, you're gonna have to send me the name of this in DM or something because I'm most likely not gonna remember, but I want steak. I love steak. Hello, No. Hold on. This is for No.
A potato flew around my room before you came.
Yeah. Okay. John White said, glad to see you're feeling better. Remember, folks, there's power in prayer. Oh, yeah. I didn't tell you guys what happened to me last week. So, hold on. What time is it? I don't even know what time it is. Okay, I have a minute. So, basically, last week, on Wednesday night, I got very bad kidney stones. And I know, like, you guys have actually known about this, which is why I'm telling you. It's, like, not a secret. But so a few years ago, and you know what? Actually, the first time I ever got kidney stones was the morning I was supposed to go live, and then I couldn't go live, and I was just, like, in the hospital. And then like I was like, I can't go live, I don't know what I'm gonna do. And then my sister was like, Randi, shut up. And I was like, okay. But I was like, so that happened to me again. So Wednesday night, like it was around like 6 p.m. and it always starts off as like a cramp in my lower right. And then I was just like, maybe it's like, you know, from working out. Like sometimes you get a little sore. I deal with back pain all the time. So I was like, you know, it's not a big deal. And then, you know, it just goes from 0 to 100 in the manner of like 10 minutes. Like it just does, like when you get kidney stones, I don't know if you guys have ever gotten kidney stones, but like it is the most intense pain I think you'll ever feel in your life. And so I almost had to go to the ER on Wednesday night. And I was just really wiped out. And like my friend came over, she was trying to help me. And she was like, she stayed with me for like an hour. And then she's like, Randi, I'm going to go home, take a shower. And if you want, like, I'm going to come back and take you to the ER. And I was like, okay. So then like I was still dealing with the pain. And then like, I guess I passed out because of how much pain I was in. So yeah, it was like 4 hours of mass pain. And then Thursday when I was live, you guys saw like, I just didn't have any energy in me. I was just so exhausted and my body was just wiped out. And then on Friday, I started to feel a little bit better, took it easy, did some recovery. And then the weekend, I like fully recouped and now I feel a lot better. So I'm hoping, and I've been watching the diet. I've been drinking a lot of water. I've been doing like no salt, no nothing. So I've been really good. I've been really good this whole weekend. And I'm actually going to be making like maybe a salmon dish tonight. You know, like I'm working on it. I'm working on like really eating clean and good and being good. So I know the coffee comes. Everyone's like, Randi, stop drinking coffee. I can't stop drinking coffee. I love my coffee. But I did good today because I only drank about 3/4 of the cup. So I'm locked in. If your girl does not have her coffee, it's not a good day. So yeah. But that was what happened to me last week. So your girl had a lot of pain. But I'm hoping the worst is over and we could be happy campers and move on. So thank you guys so much. Again, I appreciate you. Thank you for all the love and the comments I've gotten about my return and things. So thank you so much. I appreciate you. If you have not yet, go to the Discord. The Discord is an elite spot because we are always talking in there. But we also have the community after show today. Again, member or not, go in there. And we're going to go hang out right now. So again, if you have not yet, smash a like, subscribe, share this out with friends. Have a beautiful day. Happy Monday. Go to the Discord and I will see you there in just a minute. And as always, stay zesty. Mwah. Bye.